everyone at the Aviodrome. And floor manager, there is no telly on the cameras. So I'll pick you. Everyone on the live stream, welcome to you as well. My name is Ron Fleurbay. I'm the founder of Papa Hotel, Dutch scenery design. And I'm the developer of the new upcoming Lelystad Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator scenery. Yeah, it works. I'm a professional wearer of David Clark headsets, but usually in a non-aviation environment. First, before I introduce the scenery, let me briefly tell me a little bit about myself. I was born and raised just 10 minutes north of here. I come from a very aviation-minded family. One of my uncles used to be a private pilot at a flight club right next door. And another one was flying that big blue thingy parked outside the theater. If you haven't seen it, just walk outside. You can't miss it. As a kid, I used to come here quite often, either flying with my uncle or visiting the annual flight shows. Later in life, I became a frequent flyer myself, and usually everything from my equipment fitted nicely into a trolley fitted in the overhead cabin. And later in life, when I made a career switch, I needed permission from the airline to take my equipment on board. Or you can find me at the odd size belt nowadays. I've been flying for Flight Simulator for about 40 years. And both in terms of age and version of Flight Simulator, I guess you could say I'm an early adapter. The first time I started tinkering around with scenery development was in the early days of FSX. Back then I was flying Air Hauler, and for those of you who don't know the program, it lets you run an airline. You can fly jobs yourself or hire AI pilots and buy new airplanes, open up new hubs. And I'd like to create liveries for the airline I was flying and the airplanes I like to fly. Later, the runway got extended in real life from 1,350 meters to, it got extended to 1,350 meters, which didn't reflect in the sim. So I started to do ground polygons. And when I learned to do all of that, we were flying prepared version 2 or 3, I can't really remember. And the scenery got dated quite a bit at that time. So I thought, how hard can it be doing your own buildings? And that's where the hobby really got out of hand. So fast forward to the early months of 2020, something had happened in China and influenced the rest of the world. I was scrolling around on the FS Developer Forum and came across a post from renowned scenery developer Bill Womack from I Blue Yonder. He stated his prediction that we would be locked at home for quite a while. And he posted a series of videos he created for his apprenticeship program. And people might want to learn a new skill. So in one of his videos, he said that the apprenticeship program was still open for application. And I saw an opportunity to further grow my hobby, send him an email, quickly got accepted. And since then, I've been working on several projects for his Dallas Love Field scenery, as well as some contract work we did as a studio. And after finishing my last part of the contract work, I wanted to put everything I'd learned into practice and start a new solo project, and that became Lelystad Airport. Now, since the days of the old Aerosoft scenery for Microsoft FSX. A lot have changed at the airport. And the Schiphol Group had acquired the airfields back in 1993 with the aim to move a lot of holiday traffic from Schiphol to Lelystad Airport. Back in 2015, these plans were finally approved by Parliament and the Dutch government, and work on the airfield started right away. So the runway got extended from 1,350 meters to 2,700 meters with a landing distance of 2,100 meters. A new taxiway November and an apron and a new passenger terminal were created on the north side of the airfield. Now, there is a huge discussion going on in the Netherlands whether or not Lelystad Airport should be allowed to start to be opened up for commercial traffic. I'm not going to disturb that hornet's nest, but the new terminal building on the north side is already built and not in use yet. And I modeled that interior using a feature story from one of my broadcast clients, which I unfortunately didn't film myself. But I do think that the entrance hall is just as empty and feels as desolate as it does in real life. The gates are also modeled, as well as the upstairs lounge. And I'm not really sure if that's visible, but some of the couches even have plastic covers so they don't collect much virtual dust. The scenery features also a detailed rendition of the museum, including the replica building of the 1928 Schiphol terminal, as well as many of the aircraft on static display. Furthermore, throughout the airfields, you will find many real-life registrations of aircraft being parked in front of the hangars they're actually based at. The scenery includes 30 centimeters per pixel ortho imagery from last November, high-res and detailed aprons and ground polygons, custom taxiway lights and edge markers, custom runway and approach lighting systems, custom and accurate taxiway signs, many animated 3D objects, including windsocks, flags, air conditioning units, and gates. And the Saab Viggen has been moved from the new hangar where the MiG is standing to a place where in the scenery there is a parking spot. And make sure that if you're parked in the parking spot and you want to take off, do it before the museum closes, because the gate will close when the museum is not open. It features custom night lighting, and for those using GSX, it will come with a custom GSX profile as well. Now, this scenery is pretty dear to my heart. It started out pretty much as a passion project for me. So I would like to keep this scenery up to date, and it will feature regular updates in the near future. Updates include 3D animated people, open hangars, not all, but a couple, and most importantly, feature where you can choose between the real life version of the airfield and what it's supposed to be, with the new passenger terminal being in use. Now, in broadcasting, there is a saying that an edit is never finished until you say it is. That pretty much goes for this scenery as well. And for me, it will probably never be finished. and yeah, I'm trying to get the scenery out pretty soon, so you can all enjoy it as well. And the mentioned features for the future will come, but all in due time. And oh yeah, there is one more thing. The new Papa Hotel, Echo Hotel, Lima Echo, Lelystad Airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator will soon be available at Contrail for $14.95 excluding VAT. So do we have time for a Q&A?
Yes, we do. Hello. Yes, so any questions? Yes, sir. So the question was, will it be a separate download or will it also be available in the marketplace?
Good question. I've been really busy getting the scenery out. So for now, it will start with being available at the Contrail shop. And then from that, we will expand to other shops and hopefully the marketplace as well. But that's what I'm planning to, yeah.
Excellent question. Any further questions from the audience? No? Fantastic. Well, no? Okay, brilliant. So obviously you're going to be here around the show for the rest of the day, is that right?
Yeah, I will be in the Sim Market Hall with all the other developers. If you want to come and see me, have chats, you'll find me there. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for bringing this to Lelystad Airport. I mean, it's a fantastic airport to see.
Thank you.